Greetings, my friends. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friends, future events such as these will affect you in the future. You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here. And now, for the first time, let me bring to you the true story of what happened on that fateful day. I will give you all the evidence based only on the secret testimony of the miserable souls who survived this terrifying ordeal. The faces, the places, the facts. My friends, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Let us punish the guilty. Let us reward the innocent. My friends, can your heart stand the shocking facts about grave robbers from outer space?
Well, it all started out as I was flying my plane. I looked out the window and saw something insane. It was a big paper plate floating up in the sky. I tell you the terror, but I'm scared to try. It was grave robbers from outer space.
Don't know me yet, I'm a pilot's wife. I live just to serve him, it's a normal life. But one night in my bedroom, what do I see? A zombie coming in to try to violate me. It was a grave robber from outer space.
Grave robbers from outer space. You might think it's a fantasy of things that are not true. Being some sort of testimony from people just like you.
I'm an army man of the American dream, protecting nice people from the commie regime. And one day on my tank, I saw a powerful light, and I swear on my Bible that the others are right. I saw grave robbers from outer space.
Grave robbers from outer space.
All Earthlings do is cause evil wars. We're from a peaceful planet, and it will take it no more. We've got a plan to destroy the Earth with very little fuss, because the Earth can never be as peaceful as us. Plan 9 from outer space.
Grave robbers from outer space. Rich man or beggar, to them it's all the same. Please allow me to introduce you to 3 pawns of the game.
I was just an old man.
I was just a dead wife.
I was just an inspector, not afraid of the night.
We all got seduced by this horrible plan.
And that's how the terrible story began of the grave robbers from outer space.
Plan 9 from outer space.
Grave robbers from outer space. All of us on this earth, there was a time to live and a time to die. Yet death is always a shock to those left behind. It's even more of a shock when death, the proud brother, comes suddenly and without warning. At sundown, a small group gathered in silent prayer around the recently opened grave of the beloved wife of an elderly man. Sundown of the day, yet also sundown of the old man's heart, for grief clouded his very reason. The funeral over, the mourners left the graveside. When the grave diggers started their task, strange things began to take place.
Did you hear anything?
I thought it.
Don't like hearing noises, especially when there ain't supposed to be any.
Yeah, sort of spooky like.
Maybe we're getting old.
Well, whatever it is, it's gone now.
That's the best for us too. Gone.
Yeah, let's go.
Meanwhile, high over Hollywood.
Well, here we are, in the plane. Say, Jeff, better radio landing instructions. Oh, I'll do it. Burbank Tower, this is American Flight 812, over. Say, Jeff, you're awful quiet this trip.
Oh, my mind's not here.
Well, where's your mind?
Well, I'll tell you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing's gonna keep me away from home tonight. And nothing's gonna keep me from my 8:30 flight. Surely my heart will sing, but once in a while it walks out on the wings, dear. What's the thing that leaves my head so light? Just a little 5-letter angel, just the moon and just the sun, just my Paula, my tender darling, Paula, Paula. I'm her husband, she's my hun. Take over for me, Danny. No other sensation can make me feel this way. When Edie serves me breakfast, you're even on my tray. Even when the eggs are cold, you know you're the thing that holds me. And I find that the meal gets warmer anyway. Hey, hey, with just the thought of my little 5-letter angel, the one I've loved since time begun. Whoa, my Paula, my tender darling, Paula, Paula. I'm her husband, she's my hun. Put an autopilot, boy. Oh, 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 oh. What makes me hum this way? Oh, 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 I love her so I can't think of what else to say. Hey, 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 hey. Even though I'm flying through the air, I still think of you sitting in your chair. Though life may be at stake, you know you're my piece of cake, dear. And the taste of your sweet frosting leaves me without a care. Life's a fast food chain with my little angel. I'm her hot dog, she's my bun. Do you know the name of my little angel? It's Paula, Paula. I'm her husband, she's my hun.
I'm his little 5-letter angel. He's loved me since time begun. I'm his Paula, his tender darling. I'm Paula,
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 Paula, Paula,
Paula, Paula,
Paula, Paula.
Paula, Paula.
He's my husband. I'm his
She's my hun.
She's your hun. I'm his hun.
Paula.
Holy mackerel!
Trouble?
Take a look for yourself.
What in the world?
That's nothing from this world. Mayday, mayday. Stand by, Burbank Tower.
Do you suppose the passengers saw it?
Hi, Dad. Most of them are asleep, but that was quite indulgent. I'll check.
Good, you keep them quiet. I'll get it ready for landing.
Right.
Okay, Danny.
Burbank Tower, this is American Flight 812, over.
Grief of the old man's wife's death became greater and greater agony. The home they had so long shared together became a tomb. Sweet memory of her joyous living. The sky to which she had once looked became a covering for her dead body. The roses she had once planted with her own hand became a sad reminder of her rosy cheeks. Confused by his great loss, the old man left that home, never to return. He was hit by a car. Then a funeral of the old man.
First his wife had a funeral, then he.
Tragic.
Tell me, why was he buried in the ground and she buried in a crypt?
Something to do with family tradition. A superstition of some sort.
Oh.
Well, we best be going. It's getting dark.
Then, as two of his mourners left his final resting place,
It looks like the bodies of the two grave diggers.
the police were on the scene immediately, led by Swedish immigrant inspector Daniel Clay.
Who found them?
The man and girl. What?
Medical examiner been rented.
Just left. The morgue wagon should be along most any time. Yeah, much as we could. They're pretty. Okay, Inspector, what are you gonna do?
Look around a little.
Once you get beyond those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
I'll get flashlight from patrol car.
You be careful out there, Clay.
I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
Oh, it looks like some bobcats tore through them. Hey, Lieutenant, you get that funny odor? How could I miss it? Oh, that'll be the morgue wagon now.
That's the 5th siren in the last hour.
So, something's happened down at the cemetery. A lot of police cars and lights. I stopped, but I couldn't see anything. Oh, well, the morning paper covered the whole story.
You seem to still be up there somewhere.
Maybe I am.
I don't think I've ever seen you in this mood before.
Maybe it's because I've never been in this mood before.
Something about your fight?
Yeah.
What happened, Jeff?
I saw a flying saucer.
A saucer? You mean the kind from up there?
Yeah. Or its counterpart. It was shaped like a huge cigar. Danny and Edie saw it too. When it flew over the cabin, the whole compartment lighted up with a blinding glare. Then there was a tremendous wind that practically knocked us off our course.
Well, did you report it?
Yeah, radioed in immediately. And they said, well, keep it quiet until you land. Then when we landed, big army brass grabbed us and made us swear to secrecy about the whole thing. Oh, burns me up! These things have been seen for years. They're here. It's a fact. And the public ought to know about it.
Well, there must be something more you can do about it.
Oh, no, there isn't! But what's the point of making a fuss? Last night I saw a flying object that couldn't possibly have been from this world. I can't say a word. I'm muzzled by army brass. Can't even admit I saw the dang thing.
What was that? Was that what you saw?
Yeah. I'm sure as heck not staying quiet about it.
No, he's not.
people turning south from the freeway. Sad.
It sounds like Clay's in trouble. But that apparition we saw has something to do with it.
Come on.
He's been murdered. Is he dead? Yeah, he was messed up with those two back there. You think the costumes had something to do with it? Your guess is as good as mine. But one thing's certain. Inspector Clay is dead.
There comes a time in each man's life where he can't even believe his own eyes. Saucers over Hollywood Boulevard. Flying saucers over Washington, D.C. The army convoy moved into the field instead of rockets. Colonel Tom Edwards, in charge of saucer field activity, is about to make the most important decision of his career. The decision to fire. And then, as swiftly as they had come, they were gone. Even to the piercing eye of radar and the speeding jet fighter.
Quite a sight, wasn't it, sir?
Sight I'd rather not be seeing.
Are you worried about them, sir?
Well, they must have a reason for their visit.
Visits? Well, that would indicate visitors. Are big guns like these the usual way of welcoming visitors?
We haven't always fired at them.
Oh.
For a time, we tried contacting them by radio, but no response. Then they attacked a town. Small town, I'll admit, but a town of people nonetheless. People who died!
Never heard anything about that, sir.
Well, it was covered up by the higher echelon. Take any fire, any earthquake, any major disaster, then wonder. Flying saucers, Captain, are still a rumor, officially.
Looks like we beat them off again, sir.
What do they want? Are they here? Where are they going?
They, sir? Oh, this is a training maneuver. We just did a little practice firing at the clouds.
I wonder what their next move will be.
What will their next move be? Now the stage is set for catastrophe. Will get worse, just wait and see. Now let's travel to a distant star. Look very close and see who they are. They are the grave robbers from outer space.
Your space commander has become to Earth. Send him in. You have your report?
We had to pull in here to Space Station 7 for regeneration. We will return to the planet Earth immediately thereafter.
What progress has been made?
We contacted government officials, but they refuse over our existence.
What plan will you follow now?
Plan 9. It has been absolutely impossible to work through these Earth creatures. Their soul is too controlled.
Plan 9. Oh yes! Plan 9 deals in the resurrection of the dead. Long-distance electrodes shot into the pinning pituitary glands of the recently deceased.
Yes, Excellency.
Have you attempted any of this plan as of yet?
We have risen 2 of the dead ones. We will be just as successful on more.
With the living, they have no suspicion of your movements?
We had to dispose of 1 policeman, but none of the living have any suspicion of what we are up to.
It is a shame it must be handled this way. However it must. Those who we take from the grave will lead the way for our future operations.
Yes, Excellency.
Continue on. Report to me in 2 Earth days.
I feared His Excellency wouldn't take a report this well.
Well, had he been dealing with people of our own planet, his reaction would have been completely different. He understands the difficulty of working with the Earth race. Cruising from planet to planet, on the Milky Way we glide. You find a new planet, you bet it. This is the 9th one we've tried. Taking a trip through the galaxy. It's a beautiful voyage to the sun. But the Earthlings think the system a travesty, so justice must be done. I'm just a star guy, looking for home to raise children, far from the bombs of the Earthlings. It's a song of destruction they hum, and I won't fly high till I've blown them all sky high. I'm just a star guy, and I'll smother on the kingdom come.
What will be the next obstacle the Earth people will put in our way?
Well, as long as they can think, we'll have our problems, but those whom we're dealing with cannot think. They are the dead, brought to a stimulated life by our electrode guns. You know, it's a funny thing when you think about it. Those who are the living and can think are so frightened by those who cannot. The dead. Going from station to station. Like a summer vacation. See miracles that you find. But I'm enjoying the
he shows when he talks about killing them all. And the tenderness he feels, hanging earthlings up by their heels. And the glee you feel rise in him when he suddenly lets them fall. Oh, oh, my star god. Oh, my star god. You're all the light I see in the day. You're the blue amidst the gray. You're the cream in my Milky Way. You're my star god. What I like about him is he pays no attention to me. But he shows great care in his studies of life on earth. And a tear comes to his eye when he hears an earth child cry. And the joy you feel swell in him when he says they should be killed at birth. Oh, oh, my star god. Oh, my star god. I sing your name on high when you laugh as humans die. Twinkle, twinkle, my little star god. Star god.
I still think you ought to go into town and stay with your mother until I get back.
This is our home, and nothing's going to keep me from it. Besides, most men try to keep their wives from going home to mama.
That's not the point.
That's how the point is going to be. Now, toddle off and go fly your flying machine, darling. And if you see any more flying saucers, will you tell them to pick another house to buzz? Don't worry about me.
Oh, you're the only thing I do worry about. Forget flying saucers. They're up there. But there's something in that graveyard. And that's too close for comfort.
Well, the saucers are up there. It's out there. But I'll be locked up right in there. Now, off to your wild blue yonders.
You promise you'll lock the doors immediately?
I promise. Besides, I'll be in bed before half an hour is gone with your pillow beside me.
My pillow?
Well, I have to have something to keep me company while you're away. Sometimes, when I am feeling a little lonely, I reach over and touch it.
You crazy kid. I do love you, darling. See you Thursday.
Goodbye, honey.
You know I won't leave here until you're safely locked up inside.
All right, darling. If you're especially nice, I may even lock the side door.
And keep the yard lights on.
Well, here we are, back in the plane. Say, you might start on this trip, Jeff.
Huh?
You haven't spoken 10 words to speak of.
I guess I'm preoccupied, Danny.
We have 33 passengers back there that have time to be preoccupied. Flying this flybird does not give you that opportunity.
I guess you're right, Danny.
Paula?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong between you two.
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just that I'm worried. Her being there all alone with those strange things flying over the house, and the incidents in the graveyard over the past couple days, it's just got me worried.
If you really got worried, Jeff, maybe you should radio and find out. Matt should be on duty at the field by now. He could call Paul and relay the message to you.
Hey, Edith.
Hi, Silence. I haven't heard a word from this end of the plane since we left the field.
Oh, just made himself a study in silence.
You boys a beauty?
Oh, no, nothing like that, Edie.
Hey, Edie, how about you and me balling up in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque?
What about it?
We landed Albuquerque at 4 a.m. That's strictly a 9 o'clock town.
Yeah, but I got a friend who helped
How
us
about
out.
a talk first, huh, Danny?
Oh, he was worried about Paula.
Oh, I read about that cemetery business. I tried to get kids not to buy too close to one of those things.
Not nice and quiet there.
No doubt about that. It's quiet, all right. Like a tomb. I'm sorry, Jeff. That was a bad joke. Say, I nearly forgot what I came in here for. How's the coffee situation?
That's it for me.
That sure wouldn't hurt anything, 𝙂𝙍.
All right, I'll be right back. And say, Jeff, make that call to your wife.
Not only will she throw water on my Albuquerque plant, now she's repeating herself. How about that Albuquerque ball?
Can't resist your charm, Danny boy.
Zap! Pow! Boom! Residents near the cemetery pay little attention to the blasts of thunder and the flashes of lightning. But from the blast rose the moving figure of a dead old man.
Hello? Who? Oh, Mac. Well, hi, Mac. Sure, I'm all right. I just fell asleep. Tell Jeff I'm all right. Okay, Mac. Good night. Thanks for calling. Pilot, come back down to earth. Listen to my plea. You can learn much more about flight in my academy. Come fly in my hangar from way up in the blue. You don't worry about controls, I'll pull them for you. I'm tops to any airplane. Next to me they're dirt. I'm never on automatic, I'll always be alert. In Paula's Flying Academy, no pupil means as much as you mean to me. Up in the stratosphere, no love can be found. I can get you higher, right here on the ground. I will start the lessons, and with a steady hand, I will take your throttle and show you where to land. Pick me as your teacher. You can get my scores simply by trying and flying more and more. In Paula's Flying Academy, no pupil means as much as you mean to me. Up in the stratosphere, no love can be found. I can get you higher, right here on. Try some fancy navigating. Take time
noise was.
Whatever it was, it's no stranger than the other things happening around this cemetery.
Ever talked about?
Maybe.
The only pair of teeth Dr. Neck were those on his breath.
That's true. But remember, Mrs. Tritt claimed to have seen the same things, and she had nothing on. Her breath.
She was just there for.
She was frightened and in a state of shock. But remember the torn nightdress and the scratched feet.
Hadn't thought about that. Guess that's why you're a detective, Lieutenant, and I'm just a uniformed cop.
Sometimes it's only the brakes, Larry. In the meantime, let's get...
Lieutenant! I found a grave that looked like it's been busted into!
What? Where?
Why?
Come on, spit it out, won't ya? We haven't got all day to waste.
All right, just over there, beyond the crypt.
Show us the way.
Here it is, Lieutenant.
Oh, it looks broken into, all right.
Strange. If it's been broken into, shouldn't the dirt be piled up? Looks like it's all fallen in.
Oh, you'll be out of that uniform before you know it.
We have a Lieutenant?
Technically, no.
No?
Well, this spot is familiar. We need to get permission from the next of kin before we investigate any further.
Let's go get it.
How?
I see what you mean. The gravestone is down there.
Well, we should go down and find out whose grave it is.
How?
By going down and finding out.
Are you sure you mean that, Lieutenant?
If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't have said it.
What, scared?
Well, why do I always get hooked up in these spook details? Monsters, graves, bodies? All right. Casket's here, but no one's in it.
Read the name on the casket.
It's too dark. Give me a flashlight. It doesn't work.
How about a match?
Sure could try it. Here, hand me one. It's Inspector Daniel Clay's grave, but he ain't in it. Oh, it does work.
Pentagon, Washington, D.C.
Try our G2. Come in. I have to go now. Of course, we'll keep in touch. What's that? I love you too. Okay. And he's Colonel?
Thank you, sir.
Take a seat. Colonel, I understand now that you've been on tap for our recent saucer attacks.
I'm in charge of field operations, sir.
You believe in such things as flying saucers?
Yes, sir.
You've seen them.
Yes, sir.
You realize there's a government directive stating that there's no such thing as a flying saucer?
Yes, sir.
And yet you stand by your statement that you've seen them.
Yes, sir.
This could mean a court-martial. Admitting this is against direct orders.
General Roberts, may I speak freely?
You may.
What can I say? How can I lie about things that I saw and I shot at? This alien display is something that I find myself getting so red hot at. Welcome to the U.S. Army. How could I be so naive? Army brass trying to disarm me from brutality. This is the end of the 50s, the beginning of the end of the world. I see evil approaching with death like a I saw saucers.
I like you, Colonel.
Thank you, sir.
There are flying saucers. There's no doubt they've been in our skies.
What are we going to do about them, sir?
Who knows?
Then they really are there?
I thought you were convinced of that.
I am.
We've had contact with them.
Contact? How?
Radio.
They speak our language?
Well, not quite. When we first came in contact with them, it just came as a bunch of jumbled noise.
And now, sir?
Well, since our first contact with them, we developed a language computer. A machine that translates any language to our own.
General Roberts, what's all this got to do with me?
Well, you've been in charge of saucer field activity for a while now, and I think it's about time you heard these messages. Do you mind?
Mind? I'm anxious.
This is Eros, a space soldier from a planet of your galaxy. I fully understand our language differences, but I also understand that you have perfected the language computer, or as we call it, the dictorbitary. You may now understand all of our transmissions from the beginning of your time.
What can I say? How can the lights that I saw blind the fact that I need you?
Don't go away. I want to love you, to hold you, adore you, and feed you.
Welcome to San Fernando Valley.
Suspicious to me.
This is our own paradise.
How can Mrs. Trent?
Zombies and graveyards and alleys.
Not just one death will suffice. This is the end of our nation, the birth of the death of us all. The end of our civilization is at their beck and call. We saw saucers.
I see a premonition. I dream of scenario. Strangers that we need to translate for. Take over the world we know.
I love you, Jeff.
I love you,
I
Paula.
love you, Eric.
I love you, Edie.
I love my country.
We love the universe.
How can I defend my country?
I'll do whatever.
How can I uphold the law?
Together we're strong, just take my
I have to
hand.
repeat, how can I be discreet about something I shot at and saw?
Danny, hold me.
Welcome to the world of confusion. How can our honor survive? Ancient juvenile minds who run the risk of destroying the universe.
This may be our last night alive.
Last night alive. The dawn of the sunset hour. This is the message we're sending. Say goodbye to your world and your power. We saw saucers. In 10 minutes we'll face a decision and share with you a vision of annihilation and derision. Because after intermission, you'll see saucers. You'll see saucers. You'll see saucers.
Jeff dreams of his Paula.
Paula, Paula.
Flying west to save America.
America.
I look to the future that I see in my crystal ball. Trents, they are safe in their suburban ways.
Suburban ways.
My head hang low, how much my turban weighs.
Suburban ways.
What I see is impending tragedy. Makes my face blush and my skin crawl. Paranoia.
Paranoia.
In the suburbs, come through side door, then through no.
How?
You cannot kill it. future again.
I cannot cook.
Bank is true.
I can't play.
I will stop the commies who will rise to power.
Did I say I cannot
I'll protect my country flag and Eisenhower.
because I said I cannot sleep.
Then Khrushchev's 13D. Another soup. I will bury you. Paranoia. Look behind you. They'll try to blind you, but their battle is yours.
Are you now or have you ever been?
Filled with paranoia. You cannot kill it.
Say goodbye to barbecues and patios and TV shows. Say hello to neighbors with funny sounding names that you can't say.
Tolstoy, Stalin,
Paranoia. In your neighborhood. Welcome, Alexei. Farewell, American Joe. Paranoia. In the suburbs.
You cannot kill.
It grows.
I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. I cannot cook. I can't play bridge. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. I cannot cook. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. I cannot cook. I can't play bridge. God, I'm paranoid. Very paranoid.
The only bald man to fear.
He's coming. 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 He's coming.
Oh God, I'm paranoid.
Seems very clear.
Very paranoid. Oh God, I'm paranoid.
Have everything to fear.
Yea, though I walk through the San Fernando Valley of Death, I shall not want.
We are ready to report, Excellency.
You are many days late.
We tried to transmit via televisor, but atmospheric conditions made transmission impossible.
Well, you should have transmitted as soon as conditions permitted.
We thought time was of the essence. Suspicion has fallen on our movements. Our ships have been seen at the point of operations.
And what has this extra time gained you, Eros?
We have risen 3 of the dead ones.
Permit me to see one.
Bring in the big one. Use your small electrode gun.
Eros, I have taken 2 ships from your command.
But that will leave only my ship.
It is necessary that you continue this mission alone. I have need for your other ships elsewhere. Even though you have risen 3 of the Earth dead, the mission is far from a success. And you, Eros, must prove it a success before more time, energy, and ships can be used on it.
We will not fail. Everything is on our side.
Not everything! You do not have the living Earth people. You say your ship was viewed at the scene of present operations?
That is correct.
Well, they've been viewed many times before, but never at the scene of present operations. Something must be done about that.
Stop him, Tana. That's close enough. Stop him. Tana, stop. They're going to shoot him. New electrode gun.
Drop your gun to the floor!
Stop
That's
it.
avoid contact!
That was too close.
Yeah. Bring the giant closer so that I may get a better look at him. Yes, he is quite the specimen. Are they all this powerful on planet Earth?
This one is an exception, Excellency.
What are the other two like?
One a woman, the other is an old man.
An old man, you say?
Yes, Excellency.
This gives me a plan.
Tana, he's getting a plan, I heard.
Oh, 1 and 1 is 2, a 2 and 2 is 4. We have 4 plans and we have 4 more, you know. I'm a plan-making man.
He's a plan-making man.
I'm making a plan, causing earth trouble ever since time began. The Watts was a target of plan number 2. We got drunk and took over the San Diego Zoo. You know me, I'm a plan-making man.
He's a plan-making man.
I'm making a plan, causing earth trouble ever since time began. I skip over number 3, I skip over number 4, I skip over number 5, but I still have 3 plans more. And now we're moving to big plan 9. The songs are rolling and we're doing just fine. You know me, I'm a plan-making man.
He's a plan-making man.
I've been making a plan, causing earth trouble ever since time began. Take the big one away.
Use your electrode gun, make sure it's in working order before you point it at him.
Oh, whatever jammed it must have been cleared by the fall.
God, take it back to the ship.
You see, the old one must be sacrificed. Re-land on Earth, send the old one to enter a dwelling. Then, turn off your ship's electrode and turn on the decomposure ray. The results will astound those watching. Astound them long enough to delay their attention until you can gain your other recruits from the cemetery.
Yes, Excellency, it will be done.
Now I know sugar, you're in a lot of pain. But when plan 9 is rolling, baby, we're all gonna rock again. If the plan's a failure, we must plan again. A guy named Nixon will be plan number 10. Plan-making man.
He's a plan-making man.
I'm making a plan, causing earth trouble ever since time began. I've been making a plan, causing earth trouble ever since time began. I've been making a plan, causing earth trouble ever since time began. Ever since time began. Report to me as soon as this has been accomplished. Eros, the Earth people are getting to that which we fear. If they will not listen to us or recognize our existence, they cannot help but respect our power when they see their own dead walking around again, brought about by our advancement in such things. As soon as you have enough of the dead recruits, march them upon the capitals of the earth. Let nothing stand in your way. Their own dead will be used to force them to accept our existence and believe in that fact.
Mr. and Mrs. Trent, this is Colonel Edwards from Washington, D.C.
Good evening, Colonel.
Colonel?
Colonel would like to ask you a few questions.
Questions? What about?
May I sit down?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please do.
I wanted to ask you about what happened the other night with your strange experience when you saw the flying saucer.
Well, and then the police brought me home. Oh, I hope I never see anything like it again.
Well, after your description, I don't think I'd want to see it either. One more question. When you were knocked to your feet by the blast of cold wind, was it a hot or a cold blast?
It's kind of hard to explain. It wasn't hot, it wasn't cold. It's just a tremendous force.
Oh.
Couldn't get off the ground.
The light blinded me so badly I couldn't see a thing. All I could feel was the pressure of the wind, and then it was gone. When I got up, He was a glowing ball disappearing off in the distance.
Which way?
Toward the cemetery.
That's the most fantastic story I've ever heard.
And every word of it's true, too.
That's the fantastic part.
We found a lot of crazy things in that cemetery, but then again, nothing to base a fact or suspicion on. Hey, Kelton, do you hear anything out there? Do you see anything?
It's too dark, Lieutenant, but something stinks awful bad.
There's something out there.
Well, what do you think of that?
You got me. It didn't look that way a few minutes ago. Oh, in the excitement, I forgot all about Kelton.
I'm scared, Jeff. Are you scared?
Men don't get scared, Paula.
We'll be all right in a few minutes.
What was that thing?
We
Did you
got
get
it? We got it.
What was it? I fired every bullet I had.
So did I. I don't know what it was or what happened. But unless that bag of bones can reassemble itself, it's out of the running for now. But one thing's certain. We gotta go back out there!
We gotta go back out there!
Son, the future of the world hinges on the fact that we gotta go back out there! Give me the keys, I'll drive. We're going to the place where folks are not alive. You gotta use your head. You'll need more than guns to fight the dead. Guns that shoot the electron ain't no match for brawn. It takes a whole lot of man to bring the zombies down. I've been out here so often, you'd think I'd taken a lease on this place.
Not a long lease, I hope.
I see what you mean. But no, I can't help but feel the answer's out there somewhere. All joking aside, hey, over there is where Daniel Clay died. Look sure he might be next. This ain't no job for the weaker sex. You saw an old man turn to bone, but we got testosterone. It takes a whole lot of man to bring the zombies down. Now please don't start to be distraught when a bully kicks sand in your face. Just be strong and fabulous, like Charles Atlas. We'll press him back to outer space.
Is the, girl safe?
Mrs. Trent, you better stay with the car.
Stay here? Alone? Not on your life.
Modern women.
Yeah, they've been that way all down through the ages.
Here, take this gun. You'll never really know when you'll need one.
I've seen some grisly scenes from 4 years in the Marines.
If you want to risk your life, let's see if we can ditch your wife. It takes a whole lot of man to bring the zombies down. Kelton!
Yes, sir.
Stay with Mrs. Trent.
You got it, Lieutenant.
Now stay with the officer, honey.
I feel safer with you.
Now I think the lieutenant knows best.
I don't like it, but I guess there isn't much I can do about it.
Mrs. Trent, we're going to have to take the guy who pays the rent. If he don't save the day, there ain't gonna be any rent to pay. Please don't be contrary. We're going to that cemetery. It takes a whole lot of man to bring the zombies down. It takes a whole lot of man to bring the zombies down.
What do you expect to find out here?
There's only one answer to that, Mr. Trent. We'll know it when we find it. Hey, over there, it's Daniel Clay's grave.
Is this the grave you told me was broken into?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Looks to me like someone had broken out instead of in.
that's what I thought, but that's impossible.
I wonder.
Listen, Colonel, some things just can't happen.
Yeah, well, after that apparition we saw draped across Mr. Trent's patio, I should say we keep our eyes open to anything.
Colonel! Oh, I'm a policeman! I gotta deal in facts! But you know I better go along with you this time. You know, I bet my badge we haven't seen the last of those weird.
Oh, weirdies, they'll be at our ship soon.
You're going to let them find us? Here? In our ship?
It's the only way. These are the same men who have come so close so often. They must be halted before they inform others.
But there were others in the car!
They'll be taken too. Send the big one to get the policeman and the girl. I'll turn on the dictorometary so we may converse with them.
You know, maybe we're barking up the wrong tree.
One thing you learn as a policeman, Mr. Trent, is patience.
Where's the burn spot you mentioned?
Right over. Look! We'll investigate, but move carefully.
In a moment or two more, you will be the first live Earth people to ever enter a celestial ship.
Wow, how could something so big hide here for so long a time?
Never heard metal sound like that before.
I can only see my reflection. It must be some kind of one-way glass.
They're almost here. You may open the outer hatch now.
Look out!
Are you going in that thing?
That's what we're here for.
Well, the way these things zoom around, you know, you may just get in there and then zip, off it goes.
That's a chance we take.
You know, I took a chance with those earlier airplanes. We might as well go inside and see what one of these looks like.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. We get in there and the old green man jumps out at me. I'm shooting first and asking questions later.
They're in the outer chamber now. Eros, do we have to kill them?
Yes.
But it seems like such a waste.
Isn't it better to kill a few now than with their meddling permit them to destroy the entire universe?
You're always right, Eros.
Of course. But those are not my words. Those are the words of the ruler.
Hey, you two! Stay right where you are!
We will do as you command. For the moment.
No for the moment about it. You're gonna do what I say.
You can put down your guns. They'll be of no use to you now.
Well, they've been mighty useful to flesh and blood in the past. It looks like you two have a lot of both.
Yes, they would be effective upon us if you were to have the chance to use them.
Mister, if you don't step away from that control board, I'll show you just how effective they can be.
Shall we talk now, or wait for your friends?
What friends?
The two you left in the car?
If you've done anything to Paula!
Take it easy, Mr. Trent.
I assure you no harm has come to her. Would you like to see?
Next time I won't aim at the control board.
I was simply going to turn on the televisor so you could see her movements.
Okay, move carefully, my friend. But move carefully!
She's only fainted.
You fiend!
I? A fiend? I am a soldier of my planet. I, a fiend. We tried to contact your governments in a friendly manner to talk, to ask for your aid.
Our aid?
Yes, your aid for the entire universe. But you've heard our radio transmissions, seen our ships, and your governments refused to accept us.
Why is it so important that you contact our governments?
Because of death. Because all you Earth are idiots.
Now you just hold on there, Buster!
No, you hold on, Buster. First was your firecracker, a harmless explosive. Then was your hand grenade. You kill a few at a time. Then a bomb. Then a larger bomb. You kill many at one time. Then the atom bomb, where you split the atom. Then the hydrogen bomb, where you explode the particles of air themselves. The only explosion left to serve you is the solar night.
There's no such thing.
Perhaps not to you, but we've known it for centuries. Your scientists will stumble upon it as they have all the others, and your juvenile minds will not be able to comprehend the strength you possess until it's too late.
You're way above our heads.
The solar night is a way to explode the actual particles of sunlight.
Why, a particle of sunlight can't even be seen or measured.
Even now, your scientists cannot do as I have suggested?
It's impossible.
It is also impossible to see an atom, but you split that to create an explosion.
So what if we do develop this solar benign bomb? We'll be an even stronger nation than we are now.
Stronger? Your stupid mind. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Now that's all I'm taking from you!
Hey, get back, you jerk! Let him finish!
It's because of men like you that all must be destroyed. Headstrong, violent, no use of the mind, but God gave you.
You talk of God?
You think it impossible that we too may think of God? You, who wear the uniform of your country, I wear the uniform of my country. Yes, we've had to use drastic means to get to you, but you left us no other choice. When you have the solar night, you have nothing. The universe has nothing.
You speak of solar, but just what is it?
Take a can of gasoline. Say this can of gasoline represents the sun. Spread a trail of it to the earth. Saturate the earth, the mountains, the oceans, every part of the earth. Then say this gasoline touches every planet in the universe. Every single planet. Now imagine you set a flame to the saturated part of earth, which represents the sunlight. The flame will travel back to the sun and explode everything that's touching every particle of sunlight. Mercury, Venus, it will even destroy Uranus. We've tried to tell you this in a friendly manner, but it doesn't seem you want it that way.
He's mad.
Mad? Is it mad that one person must destroy another to save themselves? You have done this. Is it mad that one country must destroy another to save themselves? You have also done this. How then is it mad that one planet must destroy another that friends the very...
Break it off! On my planet, women are not used for fighting man's battles. They're used for the advancement of our planet. On our planet, life is not so expansive as it is here. We don't cling to it like you do. Our entire goal is for the advancement of our race.
I'm gonna punch you again!
Because of men like you, that all of Earth must be destroyed.
Paula!
You used to be the only star I talked about, were those I saw upon my movie screen. I wondered what it would be like if Hollywood ever asked me to play in just one scene. For the true stars shining in the sky above brought strange creatures in the night. Now the citizens of movie land are terrified with pride. I used to wish that life was like a movie. That used to be a dream I always had. Now life is like a science fiction movie with dreams gone bad. Whoa, I am a citizen of Tinseltown, where fantasy is reality. The first time I saw saucers, I thought they were a studio property. I always wanted a movie life, associating with the stars. But since the aliens have landed, this has gone too far. I used to wish that life was like a movie that used to be
undersigned their names. They gave this brand new nation its democratic fame. Now we have fought the enemy. We have shown our worth. Proved to all who live we are the greatest power on earth. Now I wanna be important, and I'm always asking how. But I never had my answer, at least not until now. Now I see my Paula, trembling with fear, in the clutches of those aliens. Oh, I've got to have her near. I've got to be a hero in my life. I've got to be a hero. I've got to be a hero in my life. I've got to be a hero for your wife. You've got to be a hero.
But the dream's gone bad.
A hero.
But the dream's gone bad.
A hero.
But the dream's gone bad.
Are you scared, Jeff?
Men don't get scared, Paula.
Men don't get scared, Paula. Men don't get scared, Paula. Men don't get scared, Paula. Ow!
Oh, I wonder if that's the last we'll see of them.
Perhaps. But sooner or later there'll be others.
Look.
I wonder what happened to that thing.
That's
That
right.
woman.
There's another ghoul running loose.
It's nice that she'll look like that. With the ship and the ray gun, they have no control. We gotta hand it to them, though. They're far ahead from us.
You know, you did a brave thing, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
I was glad to do it. For my country, for my wife. I'm just glad that's the last we'll hear from them.
I had my say, what I do today, I wish I was flying. Not planning a rebirth, a scheme involving Earth, and its creatures dying. Taking all my problems up in the sky, going my troubles sky high. There's a feeling in your soul, you're in control of universe magic. When you see it all evolve, and suddenly dissolve, it's so stupidly tragic. Everything is gone, still want to hear sounds that I love in my ear. Just a space song. Space song. Just another space song melody. Mercury is shining on Mars. I can touch the stars on the rhythm of a space song. Space song. Just another space song melody. Somehow you feel never fail, riding on a comet's tail and singing a space song.
Now they are gone. You can see the dawn so brilliantly shining.
And further up above, the light of your love, so fantastically blinding.
What is the meaning of this seductive gleam?
God's acceptance of the end of their dream.
Now we're listening to the
sounds of the world all around, and at peace with each other. The end of the fright, now black and white, can live like brothers. It's a song that we all know, we can feel it grow. Just another love song, just another love song melody. I was holding the world when I was holding your hand. Now I understand the meaning
Perhaps one day, while you are walking home, you will pass someone in the dark, but you will not know it, for they will be from outer space. Many scientists believe that another world is watching us right now. We once laughed at the horseless carriage, the aeroplane, the electric light, vitamins, radio, and even television. And now, some of us laugh at outer space. God help us. In the future!
1, 2, 3! All Earthlings do is cause evil wars from a peaceful planet.